Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new inspiration video. It's another video where I'm going to share pictures of something that have take my attention and I want to share with you. So this time we were just in a walk with the family and we went to Grimbergen, and that is a city or a town close to Brussels, next to Brussels, and then there is a park where you can find a castle. It's the ruins of a castle that you can find there. So here I'm going to show some pictures and I want to share them with you. So this is a view from far away of the castle. Okay, it's in the middle of a small island, so it's in a lake, and then it's in the island in this lake. So it's fully surrounded of water. I don't know if this is an artificial lake or not, but yeah, you can see, and this is quite in ruined, so it's not in a very good shape, and you can see that vegetation have grown all around the castle and even on top of the castle. We are going to see this closer as I show more pictures. So this is showing that in an environment like in Belgium, where there is a lot of rain, combined from times of sun, and the vegetation can grow quite easily. So the ruins are going to be flood of vegetation, right? We will see that there will be vegetation all around. The other thing that is also very interesting, the water in that cases is not going to look blue and it's not going to look transparent. It's really green, and it's here in the picture is more brownish, but it's really has this green color. So it's important when we are making water on this, also in these situations, that water is not always blue as we think, and when the water is really not flowing and it's it's here is staying in a always in this type of lakes, and it's from rain, so it can be very green because it's growing a lot of vegetation in the water. So here we see another picture. We'll go a little bit faster now, and here the first picture was drawing my attention. So you can see, well, my son is in the front. You can see there is a chimney and the fireplace, and it's completely open. So most likely a section of the castle just have been ruined, fall down, and you can some of the parts are still visible. So it was very interesting for me, and it's quite a very interesting concept for a ruin. So you see the fireplace there. Also, the other thing is interesting is that you have red stones mixed with these white stones, what is giving a very nice interesting colors and palettes for the when you want to do the painting. So, and this is a picture done from quite far away, but you can see vegetation as well growing everywhere on top of the castle and on the rocks. This is a closer up. You see here vegetation, ivy everywhere. The other thing that was interesting is that, yeah, we see this most likely from the rain. We have these metal things that are trying to. This is the only thing I think is still okay of the castle. So it's this tower. Maybe they do something there, but the rest is completely ruined. Okay. And again, as well explained, here we have the fireplace. Very interesting. And then, yeah, the red stone together with the white, and then we have. But it's not super green. The stone keeps very nicely the white, although vegetation is growing everywhere around the castle and on top of the castle, like here, on all this part. This is the walls are full of vegetation. So here we have another close up, and this is the tower. So yeah, this is the part that is more or less in good shape of all of the whole castle. Again, I wanted to show here as well. You can see ivy glowing. So this is very interesting. For me, it's a very interesting picture. If you want to do ruins for 40K, for fantasy, any ruins, I suggest you to really look into real ruins. And this is how they look like, okay? You can see sections of wall, but most of the floors have been collapsed. Again, we'll go a little bit faster now. And here is another, like, this is the fireplace from another angle. So this is really It used to be the fireplace, and it's the only part. It's curious that it's surviving this part. This is today the bridge to go into the island. So, and here I just make this picture to show you. I really like to see this contrast between these red stones and with the white. I thought that this was done a posteriori, but no. It seems that this was mixed quite a time ago, because in some pictures you will see that this is also the inside of some of the walls. This from the other side, again, for me was quite curious, this round glass on top. So this was quite interesting thing. And the tower that is collapsed, you can see that even a small tree is growing on top of the tower. So yeah, if you give enough time, vegetation will start crawling and growing around. It used to be an ivy here, now it's dead, looks like. Most likely they're trying to do some maintenance on this tower now and try to avoid that the full castle is collapsing. And this looks like to be the old entrance to the castle. Okay, you see here there is the old bridge. And this from the other side. Okay, so again there is some cracks on the walls, vegetation here, vegetation crawling, vegetation on top of the tower. This is the tower that is in quite bad shape, and this is where there is something. So there is glass, so I guess they do something there inside. This is the open bridge, but even in that case we have vegetation there. So I think this is a very interesting pictures. Again, the stones are very white. Okay, so really these stones are really white, are very pale gray, and then we have some dirtiness. So they are not looking gray or dark gray, and they have not a lot of green, right? The green is mainly where you have really vegetation, but the rest is really white. On the top, where we have some a little bit more darker, and then we have dark areas in other places, but it's not generic. What makes me also to think when I'm going to do next tower. So for me was an eye opener. So here again, yeah, because you have vegetation, you have this start going down. So we have this most likely is the effect of the rain plus the trees or the vegetation that is on top that is creating this dirtiness there. But also from the windows, so where the water of the rain can drop and can accumulate, you see you will start, but it's not super big. And then here this wall is looking brown, so you see here from the window. So it's very interesting to have this picture. So I think when you have to do rains or something like that, it's good to have real pictures in front. And this is the thing I was talking about. You see, this is a white stone, and then under the white stone we have a more reddish stone. So it seems that the castle or the walls used to have different layers of stones. What was also interesting for me. Okay, a lot of vegetation you see have growth vegetation everywhere. Where the vegetation can grow, will grow. Okay, here we see again we have different stones there than from the wall. This is the tower that was collapsing. And here you see that there is no floors. The walls are staying, but the floors have fallen down. And as I say, the water is completely green, okay, and there is vegetation everywhere. Combined with, so I think it's for me was really, and you see the tree here. This tree growing from, I don't know if it's exactly where because I was not able to go in, but it seems that it's growing from the wall of the tower. And then we have here, this most likely have grown later on from this used to be part of the castle. So most likely this tree was not there when the castle was built. Also big vegetation here in this wall. So this is interesting. Sorry, when you're thinking to make ruins that have been for ages there. So this is really old ruins. I don't know how old they are, but I guess have some hundreds of years, some centuries. So vegetation can grow. Again, this was a very close up of the bottom of the castle to show the ivy. And here they were, yeah, looks like there was nothing, only vegetation, but this used to be walls. So this, the bottom part, you see here, is completely covered by vegetation. Okay, here we have another one, and this is where this is the tree, and then the tower is there. Okay, and here we see another close-up of the tower where you can see the 2 layers. So for me, this was also very interesting to see the 2 layers of stones. So yeah, this is another video that I want to share with you, that when you are just traveling around or when you are just making a walk, sometimes it's good to pay attention to what is around us to get inspiration for future works. So I hope this was inspiring you. I hope this was interesting for you. We will go to more, okay? This castle for me, these ruins, because are more ruins than really a castle, are very interesting for me to think if I have to do terrain or ruins in future, that yeah, to get some ideas, and especially if you want to do a ruin castle or something like that have been there for years. In Age of Sigmar, it's supposed that we have passed hundreds of years from the past civilizations, right? So ruins of castles from previous ages should look like that. Okay, so yeah, I hope this was interesting and also very nice, the surroundings, how the castle was built. You can also imagine how it was when it was new, more or less, and was here in the middle of looks like artificial lake surrounded by water. And that's all for this video. I hope you find this video interesting as it was for me. I hope you like this one. And that's all for now. Give a like if you have liked this video. Please comment below. Let me know what do you think about this type of videos. Is this inspiring for you or not? And as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.